Hey folks, got some pretty exciting news today. Got sponsored to learn and deepen some understandings of some bodywork techniques in the Maori traditions, which is that of romi romi. So really excited about this deepening of the bodywork aspect of what I'm here to bring. In my early years, my aunt taught me some simple things in reflexology to do with feet and with touch and points, things with the Chinese meridian systems, things like that. So it's always been in my interest and around me, and I always thought one day I would go into bodywork and offer bodywork. On and off over the years, I have offered some massage and blended different techniques. One technique that I was taught at one stage was the comprehension that you have a channel chakra in the base of your palm and in each of your fingertips. And these are similar to what you'll find in your feet, which are just clear connection chakras. So one of the teachings that came from my aunt was that when you are using your hands in any kind of intentional energy work, to make sure that you're bringing in universal energy, you're not using your own energy, and you're using your hands as a channel of the universal energy into the person's body. The other thing that came across was from a gentleman who was learning shiatsu. To activate that chakra was to make like a little bird beak, and then just like whack, grab hold of that chakra and then spin it around slowly and start to feel it moving like caramel in your hand and just pulling it and drawing it in clockwise circles and doing this for about 30 seconds to 5 minutes in one direction and then going the other way and really feeling the difference of the chakra shifting as you start to go the other way. So ideally 30 seconds one way, 30 seconds the other way, up to 5 minutes kind of thing. Other side, bird beak, whack, grab hold of that chakra and start to move it. I'm going counterclockwise. Doesn't really matter, whichever calls you. And then just once you're done 30 seconds one direction, going back the other and feeling the difference as you activate. In Qigong techniques, from fingertip to palm, 36 times is very important to them for opening it up and also doing circles 28 to 36 on the back of the palms. This also activates your channel chakras for that kind of work. When I was in Bali in teachings of Thai massage, they really believe that the aspect of the massage practitioner is to bring earth and water into the body. They start, one thing I really found interesting is they start at the feet of the person and they press down on the inner aspects of the ankles, and can't do it on a pregnant woman or on someone who's menstruating, and then you begin in that posture at the base of their feet, and then you sync up your breath with them. In Maori teachings that have been stumbling across so far, they discuss breathing in through the nose and then out through the mouth, and the importance of the proper breath of in through the nose and out through the mouth as you work with the person. Also requesting entrance. So at one stage I was taught that you state your entire name and give permission to the person who's conducting the work on your body to be able to do that, to let your body know that it's okay, that this touch, if there's discomfort, things like this, are acceptable. One thing I was taught with massage as well is that if it is getting to the point where it is hurting the person to the point that their body believes it's in violence, you're going too far. You need to go in, find the point where it's too much and the body's beginning to get triggered that it's violence, and then you back off just a bit. And you release it from the back off point just a slight bit so that the body doesn't tense and believe that it's being attacked, and that's going to protect mode and unlock the whole purpose of attempting to get in there with massage. Obviously, everybody is different about what their bodies need to be able to get through certain things. Some people do like that really intense pain. In Rainer massage, there is a 1 to 10 pain frequency, so it is a painful massage, and you go in expecting there to be pain. But if it's getting to the point that you're going to cry, you say 10, and they'll do the same thing where they ease off, kind of thing. With massage, though, like I was saying, I find it very interesting. The conglomerations of aspects that are coming together. And one teaching that came to me a number of years ago was to make sure that you're grounded and doing the grounding exercise that I always conduct, which is turning the feet into roots, connecting to the center of the earth, drawing that energy up, and putting the neutralization eggshell around you before you do any work, just to make sure that you're not picking up people's stuff, you're neutralizing it. If you are, anything that you have is getting neutralized. Always washing hands, washing arms, just for general hygiene stuff, but also to wash away the energetics of someone after you've been working with them. One other technique that I got taught was to visualize a magnet between the two of you after you are finished, and state that that magnet collects all the energy that is yours from their body into this magnet. Anything that is theirs that's in your body comes to this magnet, and then you just squeeze it down and you snap. And the crisp snap means that it's left, that it's all gone, neutralized. And you just say, neutralized, cleared, take that. Another technique that I was taught more in sense of ritual experience, so coming together for ritual, coming together towards a purpose, making things, kind of things like this, is that you stand in front of a person and you put your palms out and have them put their palms over yours, and making eye contact, you state that all that is mine returns to me and all that is yours returns to you. Then you flip hands and have them do the same to you. And then that way it's just a nice clean intention of cleaning up any energy exchange that has gone on between you and the other people that you've been in group dynamics and sharing space with. Another technique that I was taught from the little book was to, when you are massaging someone, being aware of the feeling of the aura and going through scanning their whole aura and feeling for hot spots and cool spots. And when you find a hot spot, grabbing it like caramel and raking it and moving it into the cool spots, and keep blending and smoothing the aura until it has an even consistency and there's not these dips and these pockets of hot and cold kind of thing. So really intrigued to deepen my comprehension with massage in such a interesting and deep tradition. And so feeling very blessed and grateful for that aspect. And I look forward to what that will bring in my process of body work. One thing that also came through Bali Flow Temple when studying a few different things in flow arts and some aspects of massage is to also the invocation of the ascended masters of the technique that you are embarking upon, whether that's fascia release or that's Thai or that's whatever kind of massage. Just had a beautiful technique of taking a couple of breaths in, drawing that energy into the pelvis, waking it up into the heart, and then opening the heart and inviting in the ascended masters to come and be present and guide our hands in the teachings that we're attempting to move and incarnate in the process. So I also love that and thought that was a very interesting piece to all the puzzle of the way that we can do body work. Utilizing crystals is also a big one that I've come across that I find really nice, is placing grids of crystals underneath the person, around the person, that kind of thing. And then reading the crystals of what the crystals are telling, depending on what area they're kind of situated over. And it kind of gives you a little bit of a scan of like possibly what is here, there, and everywhere, at least in my communication with the mineral kingdom in relation to bodies. So yeah, pretty stoked, pretty excited. A couple of massage things that I've come across that I thought were particularly interesting in the different ways of things going on. So bird beaks, universal energy, energetic cleanup after the fact, technique for moving and smoothing the aura, and then just a little bit of referencing on how to call in the ascended masters to be with us when we are conducting this kind of work. So hopefully that's interesting also. And yeah, I'll let you know what I learn in the Romy.